Hey guys, Cory here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming to hang out with me for another Clash of Clans video. Today, we're going to be going over the top 3 most highly skilled Town Hall 11 attack strategies. And I'm curious to know how many of you guys are thinking along the same lines as me. So in the comments right now, tell me your top 3. What do you think are the most difficult, the highly skilled attack strategies at Town Hall 11? And we'll see how many of us were thinking the exact same way. Before we get into this video, I need to ask you for a quick favor. The morning of this video's release, they have just opened up voting for one of 8 wildcard teams. Actually, 2 can make it in, but I believe you only get to vote for 1. And you're going to go to the news or events section inside Clash of Clans. I believe you can do this once for each account that you have, although I'm not 100% sure on that. And you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom where you're going to find WHF, picture of the amazing Lexnos right on there. And please do me a favor, cast your vote for WHF. As many votes as it'll allow you to cast, please vote them for WHF. Out of a lot of the teams up here, WHF has not been to the main event over there in Europe yet, and they're really hoping for the chance to do that, guys. Now back to our video. Now that we're back to our video, guys, this is a top 3 video of the most highly skilled attacks at Town Hall 11. Though they require a high level of skill, they also bring really high reward. Very effective, very strong Town Hall 11 attack strategies. And we're going to start at the bottom at number 3, and that's going to be Queen Charge Hogs. All right, we're going to go ahead and press play on this bad boy. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest attack strategies in Clash of Clans, what is the strongest, what's working the best right now, then hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I do appreciate it. If you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button as well. Let's see where I don't give a gram is going to be starting. All right, starting his queen right over here. Now, the reason I have this on the highly skilled, the difficult list, is because queen charges in and of itself are very highly skilled, high skill requiring attack, all right? And with queen charge hogs, you have some objectives that you have to get to be successful. So if you screw up that charge, you don't get those objectives, you're not going to be getting those 3 stars with queen charge hogs, all right? And the 2 objectives, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know this religiously by now because I say it all the time, but the 2 objectives that you have to get for a hog attack are going to be the defensive queen and the defensive CC. Now, the king has already pulled out the CC right there, but he's not going to be able to kill it all. He's not going to be able to kill that dragon. So I don't give a gram. Is holding on to that poison until they go over to focus on the queen, since they have to go over there to get killed anyways. All right, gets the poison down. Very poisonable CC right there. Archers and a dragon, but he happened to have Valkyries inside his wall wrecker, which made really short work of the archers, and of course the queen made short work of the dragon. Now his queen is coming into contact with that enemy queen. So both objectives already down. The have to objectives have already been taken care of. Enemy queen is dead. Enemy CC is dead. Now besides those, it is also very nice to get the enemy king or the Eagle Artillery. Now, he did get a king trade down here on the bottom left, so he doesn't have to worry about the king, but he did not get the Eagle Artillery. Sometimes that can spell trouble, don't get me wrong. If you can come up with a charge that gets both heroes, the CC and the Eagle Artillery, then you're going to have a lot of success with hogs a lot of the time. But although the Eagle Artillery is very nice to get, you don't have to, which is very evident in this attack because he gets it, I don't know, second half of the hog portion. He does rage those hogs. He knows he has to get it down. The earlier, the better. So he used that leftover rage spell for the hog riders, get that Eagle Artillery down a little bit sooner. And since his queen didn't last as long as he would have liked her to, ended up losing those healers off to the hogs a little sooner than he liked. He does have another rage spell left over, but hey, the rage is not wasted. You can rage up hog riders, and they're going to do some decent things. You can see they just roar through defenses under rage, and especially if they have a healer swap on them, you can get some more value out of that rage after it switches to the healers as well. All right, so attack didn't go 100% to plan on this one. You can tell his queen went down a lot earlier than he thought, had some rages left over, but he got the 2 objectives you have to get, and that's why he 3-starred this base anyways, guys. Let's go check out our next example. This example, guys, is still going to be that number 3, another example of that Queen Charge Hogs attack, and then right after this one, we're going to move into the number 2 most highly skilled attack at Town Hall 11. Surgigram creating his funnel, baby dragon on the left, 2 Valkyries on the right. Valkyries did good work right there because those buildings were touching. Used 2 Valks just to make sure that those buildings would be down. Now he's charging his queen straight into this base. I'm gonna pause. Another thing I like about this charge, you see the double space between this archer tower and the cannon? That kind of helps out. That helps ensure that lessens the likelihood that queen's gonna walk down the wall and just keep walking right there. So those double spaces can be really helpful. If you know where they're at, a little extra space between defenses, it can really help guide which way your queen's gonna go or prevent her from going in this case. So here we go, charging straight in behind that wall wrecker. That wall wrecker got 2 layers deep in there. Very, very nice. Ice Golem is going to freeze up everything. I believe, you know, honestly, I don't know what else he had inside that wall wrecker. Some other sort of ground troop right there doing some damage. Another popular thing is to put a loon inside that wall wrecker if you're queen charging. That way, when that CC comes out, the loon will usually soak up a seeking air mine that otherwise would have killed one of your healers. So he's charging into this base pretty deep, but as long as that queen path's up there, she is going to have access to that enemy queen. He's already killed the CC, so there we go. Right there, enemy queen is down. Just like that, he got the 2 must-gets in this base, enemy queen and that defensive CC, and she's heading towards that Eagle artillery as well, which is also some amazing value to be getting on this base. Honestly, I didn't even... Oh, he also got the enemy king with that charge. That is absolutely beautiful. Hogs are coming in with the Grand Warden. They use a heal and then the Grand Warden ability. Actually used his king on the outside of the base to take out a giant bomb location and 2 of the Teslas in the Tesla farm. Just kind of trying to narrow the path a little further for the miners. Of course, another thing you're trying to achieve on these queen charge hog attacks, aside from the CC and the enemy queen, is creating some nice pathing. The thinner you can make that path, the more momentum the hogs are going to have moving through, the faster they're going to get through those defenses, and the better you can heal them. As long as they're staying in a skinnier area, it's obviously a lot easier to make those heal spells. Just get a ton of value, catching all your hogs in them, and getting a ton of value for those heal spells. So I got it on ×4 because we know this base is wrecked, but that was a beautiful example of queen charge hogs getting all those objectives and hogs crushing the rest of the base. Guys, now we're up to number 2. Let's check it out. Number 2 on our list of highly skilled Town Hall 11 attacks, as you can see from the screen, is Sui Lalo. Alright, still very effective. Lava Loon's very strong, very, very strong. Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12. But there's a but. There's a big but involved, alright? If you're not good at Lava Loon, then honestly it's terrible. It's a very risky attack if you're not good at Lava Loon. It does require a lot of skill, but once you have that skill, it's one of the most powerful attack strategies out there, hands down. Look at this Sui right here. King is clearing the way, doing some tanking for some wall breakers. Now he's got to freeze down on that multi-target Inferno so that his wall breakers can open up the section right there. Oh, so much skill in that Sui right there, and so much value. Grabbing a wizard tower, grabbing an air defense, and grabbing a multi-target Inferno with the Sui heroes. That is super big value. Also took out a nice chunk of the base, and that is going to thin the path a little bit further for the Lalo. But unlike queen charges, unlike large kill squads, it's not going to thin the path very much. Look how much base we have left here. It's one of the reasons this attack requires so much skill. You have a lot of loons to keep track of, you have a lot of spells to keep track of, and you generally have a very wide base left to get all this stuff accomplished. It's so easy for those loons to get off track, to get off course. Notice that Skelly spell going down on that enemy queen inside of a rage spell, getting that kill done. Very nice and early. Grand Warden, Eternal Tome ability popping. It covered the Skellies and a ton of loons at the same time. But guys, this happens so fast. This requires an incredible amount of skill to keep track of all the different loon drops, all the different spell placements in this attack. It's very easy to keep track of them. So as you guys can see by this space just getting overwhelmed and crushed by Nicogram here, it is very, very powerful, but it requires a lot of practice, it requires a lot of skill, and that's why it is at number 2 on our most highly skilled Town Hall 11 attack strategies. So a beautiful hit by Nicogram. Unfortunately, I don't have a second one to show you of this attack strategy, so we're going to be moving straight into number 1, the most highly skilled attack strategy at Town Hall 11. Here you guys have it. You might have guessed it. In fact, I'm interested to know who guessed that this was going to be number 1. But here we have it, guys. Queen Charge Lava Loon. This is combining the complexity of the Queen Charge with the complexity of Lava Loon. But they're both incredibly powerful. Queen Charge, very, very powerful strategy. Very, very useful. As soon as you get her at Town Hall 9, it is an incredibly strong attack strategy all the way up through Town Hall 12 when you know how to Queen Charge correctly. And then, of course, you know, we all know the challenges of performing a Lava Loon beautifully, but just how strong that attack is when it is done well. Right off there, bat at the beginning, he created a funnel for his Queen by zooming some Loons in right on this structure. That just really got rid of all the buildings in the way, ensuring that the Queen would walk over to the right. Now he's got a wall break coming in, just a single layer wall break, but he's also got a jump spell to get deeper into that base. And if you guys look, if he plays a jump spell right on top of that Expo, the Queen Charge can charge almost the rest of this base. I mean, if she had all the time in the world and all the rages, she could really just Queen Charge most of the rest of this entire base. So absolutely amazing value from this Queen Charge. Beautiful job with this plan from Octogram. Oh my god, he's getting so much value. He's already got 2 ADs. He already got a Wizard Tower, a couple Wizard Towers. He already got a Sweeper, and he's working very, very close to another Sweeper, another Air Defense, another Wizard Tower. So much value on this charge. Astronomical value on this Queen Charge. Absolutely brilliant plan from Octogram on this one. This base was just begging to be Queen Charged right here, and he's taken out so many of those high value defenses like air defenses, sweepers, and wizard towers that Lava Loon is really the only backside attack strategy that really makes a ton of sense on it. Although with the amount of value from that charge, he probably could have picked this poison, probably could have made Hogs work if he had to, but Lava Loon was definitely the right choice on this one. Holding on to that Grand Warden ability and a freeze spell. Freeze spells are incredibly effective at nullifying that multi-target Inferno that has such a long reach and does so much damage so fast to Loons. Look at how many Loons he's got left, you guys. Oh my god, I literally just spit on my iPhone, exclaiming, how many he's got all the Loons left. Oh yeah, I don't care about your updates. He has all the Loons left, like all the Loons. There is so many Loons in there. Oh my god. So I don't have to tell you guys how powerful this attack strategy is, but you have to have the skills with Queen Charge and Lava Loon to pull it off. What a beautiful attack by Octogram. Let's go check out one more. Here we got it, guys. Coatogram coming in with our next example of Queen Charge Lava Loon, and this is a beautiful charge. With Octogram, we saw him starting the Queen and kind of walking her way down into a charge, and then earlier on one of those hog attacks, we saw somebody just charging straight in, right behind the wall wrecker. This is going to be another example of just charging her straight into the base, but Coatogram is going to be using wall breakers to get it done instead of that wall wrecker. Need the Queen up there a little bit closer to tank that Expo, and once he got that, he was able to trickle in a few more wall breakers and get that wall opened up. Now she's going to go in there a little deeper. He's still got 4 wall breakers. Gonna rage up a couple of them, because under rage, honestly, I think only 1 can get one of those walls open under rage, but 2 will definitely get it done when they are raged up like that. So he's still got 2 more wall breakers in the bag, although I'm not sure he can get that Eagle artillery directly targeted. Wall breakers go for the closest building behind a wall, not the closest wall, so keep that into account when you're dropping those wall breakers. Queen is already working on that Eagle artillery, and guys, objectives with Queen Charge Lalo are pretty similar to Queen Charge Hogs in the fact that you have to get the enemy Queen and you have to get the enemy CC, but getting that Eagle artillery also very nice. Of course, on a Lava Loon attack, King really doesn't matter. The only thing he can do is slow down your Queen Charge and slow down your pups when they're trying to clean up the base of the end. So sometimes he is a factor, just not much. He's obviously not going to be slowing down your Hounds or Loons during the Lava Loon portion at all. All he can hope to do is slow down that charge and slow down the cleanup. So he is not an objective that you even have to worry about on Queen Charge Lava Loon attacks when you're charging in. Grand Warden ability coming in right there. He's got so much base left for this Lalo, but the pathing is excellent. If you look at the pathing between those defense, we're going straight from defense to high value defense to high value defense in there. No real islands in there. It's very clear pathing, and that's what's going to allow him to get this done. Even though he had a ton of defenses left for this Lalo, the pathing was so nice between them that he's able to get it done. And you know, with that charge, he did get the two have-to objectives in the Queen and the enemy CC, and he also got that Eagle Artillery, which is big. That's big time value on a Town Hall 11 attack. If you're not going to get it with the charge, I would recommend getting it very, very early with the Lalo, because the Eagle Artillery raining down fire on your Loons is a surefire way to prevent a triple on a Queen Charge Lava Loon attack. And here we go, guys. There we have it. Some high-skilled attacks at Town Hall 11. If any of you guys were wondering which ones require the most skill, now you know. So if you're already good at all three of these attacks, then you're a pretty elite Clash of Clans player. I want you to know that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed these attacks. The high skilled ones are always so much more fun to watch, and just picking apart bases just methodically, and just really come up with some beautiful attack strategies and beautiful 3-star attacks in Clash of Clans. Guys, with that, I'll see you in the next video.